for them to practice their prepared speech so that they can make significant progress in their education journey. This is number one. And number two is, as you all may know, or I think most of us also know, so our club contest is coming up in early December, and to be for the members to be eligible to participate the contest, right? Members have to complete at least level 2 in their pathways to participate the contest. So with that, we are actually hosting this speech marathon last month and this month as well, so that we can want to encourage more members to reach that milestone in order to participate in the contest. Okay, and tonight we will have a total of 5 prepared speech speakers. And before we kickstart, I will just quickly pass over the floor to Timer to explain a bit on her role, and also to give all the evaluators on the time frame for each of the speakers. Yeah. So Cherry, over to you.
Hello, good evening all. As a timer, okay, I will alert each of the speaker of the time they have that have left by using the green, yellow, and red. Okay, for this section actually is quite special maybe for all of you and also myself, because it have 2 sections. One is prepare speech and another one is evaluation. For the prepare speech, it spend 5 to 7 minutes. So I at the 5 minutes I will raise the green. Okay, 6 minutes I will raise the yellow card, and 7 minutes I will raise the red card. Okay. In additionally, for the evaluation part is spend 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, I will at the 2 minutes I will raise the green card, and 2 minutes 30 seconds I will raise the yellow card, and 3 minutes I will raise the green card. At the end of the sections, I will have a timer report. Over to you, TOE.
Okay, thank you, Cherry. Okay, so let's kickstart tonight's session. And to kickstart, I would like to invite Wendy to read out the purpose purpose of the first speaker, Chu Feng's. Yeah. So Wendy, over to you.
The purpose of Chu Feng's project is for the member to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose, and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Over to you, PP.
Okay, Wendy, I think you need to read out the speech title of Chu Feng's speech. Yeah. It will be speech title followed by name, then name, speech title again.
Okay. So Chu Feng's speech will be the ABCs of analytics. Chu Feng, the ABCs of analytics.
Okay, I shall start now. Thank you, Wendy. Fellow Toastmasters, do you know every time you scroll through your social media, listen to Spotify, or even checking the weather, you are surrounded by data. Data is not just numbers, it's every click, every song you skip, and every choice you make. But data alone is like a raw ingredients. Mostly cannot be consumed before making them into a proper meal. That's where analytics comes in. It's a process that turns the data into something meaningful. My journey in analytics began with Excel. My younger self loved making dashboards. Super colorful, perfect alignment, and very, very well formatting. Until one day, one of the user look at my masterpiece and say to me, "Hey, Chufeng, nice report, but how can we make use of it?" At that time, I realized my beautiful charts is not really useful. And it's an aha moment for me that analytics is not about building dashboards, but it's about solving problems. So today, I'll share with you all the A, B, C of analytics, 3 simple ideas on how analytics really work and how you can apply this same thinking in your life. Let's start with A. A is for ask the right questions. Analytics doesn't begin with numbers. It starts with questions. The great analyst is not number wizards. They are people with curious minds who keep asking questions. Why sales drop? What makes customer leave? How did one campaign succeed and another one fail? If you don't ask the right questions, you never find the right answer, or you will just be wasting a lot of time looking for it. Another story here. 1st September, a new sales manager asked me to analyze last month's data. Because we only hit 90% of the target, she sounded very worried, and she expected the team could already hit 100%. Before checking into any data, I asked her one simple question. "Hey, Teresa, have you refreshed your report to capture the latest number?" It was back then. The Excel was not really automated. She looked at me, puzzled, and asked, "Oh, I should?" We refreshed the report, and it's like magic. The red marks turned green, and we hit 103%. Fellow Toastmasters, analytics doesn't necessarily need to be complex models or big data. It's about asking smart and simple questions that really matters. And you don't need to be an analyst to use this approach. Some of us do it every day. We just don't call it analytics. When you always feel tired, you ask, what's causing it? When someone praises your work, you ask, what did I do differently this time? When your toast burns every morning, you ask, is it the toaster or is it me? A is for ask. Ask curiously, because the right questions reveal the real answers. Next, we move to B. B is for break it down. After ask the right question, it's time to explore the data. The honest truth about analytics, data is messy. It's incomplete, inconsistent, and sometimes appear contradictory. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces, and that few pieces is in another box. But that's what makes analytics fun. We clean, we sort, we connect the dots, and suddenly things start to make sense. Imagine you check your monthly spending and you realize your expenses go up a lot. You think, how come? I didn't buy any new gadget or I didn't go to a shopping spree. When you break it down, you found that your groceries prices went up. No one hacked your account except inflation. Excuse me. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, separate what's important versus what not. When your house is a mess, especially before Chinese New Year, don't try to clean everything at once. Start with one corner. When you are assigned with a project that seems so complicated, don't boil the ocean. Start with a cup. B is for break it down, because clarity comes from simplicity. Lastly, we move to C, communicate the story. This is the most underestimated step, even professional in analytics. Imagine you have the brilliant insight in the world, but no one understands you. That means useless. I used to fill my presentation with technical jargon. I thought that was the best way to explain my findings. I'll say things like, based on the predictive model, we achieved 90% accuracy with an R square of blah, 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 blah. Halfway through, I see my audience is like checking their emails. I realize data doesn't speak for itself. We have to tell its story. Storytelling doesn't just for work. It's useful in everyday life. To persuade someone to join you for a trip on the cruise, paint the picture. To explain why you bought another phone while you already have 5, don't throw facts, tell the story. C is for communicate the story. Because people don't resonate with information, they resonate with stories. Fellow Toastmasters, the next time you hear the word analytics, please don't picture spreadsheets or complicated charts. Think of A, B, C. A is for ask the right questions. B is to break it down. C is to communicate the story. Here's the best part. You don't need to be a data analyst to use this idea. Because when you stay curious, simplify the complex, share your story clearly, you are already thinking like an analyst. Welcome to the world of analytics. Thank you.
Thank you, Chu Peng. Wow, very inspiring and informative speech. Now that I know more about the ABC of analytics. Very good speech. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so next we will move on to the second speaker, Retno, and I will need the evaluator, Eva, to read out the project purpose of Retno's project. So Eva, over to you.
Sorry, I'm Retno, not Eva is not evaluation number 4.
Wait, you are.
Because I look back the thing, so I thought I was doing for number 4.
Oh, okay.
Evaluation. I'm evaluating the number 2 person, is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay, let me see this. Wendy's okay.
No, it's Retno.
Right.
Based on my latest agenda.
But I don't have Retno evaluation form with me. I have Wendy's.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's in the link. I can send it to you. Just give me.
Okay. Sorry, everyone.
You give me a second. Hey, Eva, I just WhatsApp you. Maybe you can check.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evenings. Apologize for what happened just now. So right now, I would like to actually share with you the project purpose that Retno is doing is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech of any topic. Her topic of today is Don't Judge a Book by its Cover. Retno Chia, Don't Judge a Book by its Cover. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Good evening, everyone. They say, don't judge a book by its cover. Sounds very cliche, doesn't it? But if you're being honest, how many of us actually do that? We judge people by their looks, their skin color, or their ethnicity. I've experienced that myself many times. Hello, Toastmasters. Don't worry. I'm not here to share sad stories. In fact, I hope my story will make you smile or even laugh. Tonight, I will only talk about physical appearance versus the English language skills. A combination that often confuses people. I would like to share with you some stories that might relate to your own experience. 20 years ago, that was a long time ago, I traveled to the US for the first time by Amtrak, the American train service. What I meant is that I travel around the United States. People were so kind to me, especially when they realized that I was traveling alone. Maybe they thought, oh, look at this young Asian girl traveling by herself. Let's have her. I didn't mind the attention at all. In fact, I really loved it. That is, I remember one lovely moment when the conductor, a very kind black gentleman, thought I couldn't speak English. He spoke to me slowly and clearly, saying, this is how he spoke to me. We are now passing the Mississippi River, and soon we'll reach New Orleans. Can you imagine that? I had to hide my smile and just nodded politely, pretending I understood for the first time in my life. Fellow Toastmasters, I have another story. Back when I worked at the Vietnamese refugee camp, all the teachers were Indonesian and all the supervisors were American. One day, a new supervisor arrived, a very Caucasian-looking man, big, tall, and very fair skin. I have to say, it's a bit of typical of Indonesian. One of the camp staff whispered in Indonesian, "Ugh, he looks like a monkey." I know, not very nice at all. What happened? The man turned around and said in a perfect Indonesian, "Excuse me, this monkey will be working here." Ouch! Can you imagine? That was a powerful lesson for that poor, disrespectful guy. Fast forward to present day. As you know, I now work with very young children, and most of them are still developing the language, and some of them actually didn't speak English at all when they started with me. Last year, I had a new student from China. He cried every single morning and only stopped when I played YouTube videos. I realized that actually he was addicted to YouTube videos. Probably that's what he did at home before he came to me. For a whole week, I refused to play any videos because I didn't want to encourage that habit. I tried everything to communicate with him, saying, "What I need, ni hao," and even making random noises that sounded Chinese, such as he just stared at me blankly every time. After a week of trying, I gave it one last shot. In English this time, I asked, "Are you okay, darling?" He looked at me with his beautiful eyes, a little bit sad, and he said, "I want to go home." I was in a shock, happy shock. Oh dear, I said, poor little thing. I had spent the entire week assuming he didn't speak English just because of where he was from. For me, lesson learned. Now, whenever I meet new people, especially Thai people, I always check whether they speak English before assuming anything. Although, to be fair, the foreigners here always start talking to me in Thai, as they always mistakenly as Thai. And these days, I just play along. It's more fun that way. Thank you very much. Back to you, TOE.
Thank you, Retno, for this yeah, very how should I put that? Funny story. It makes me recall that when I was in the US, yeah, that's what we do as well. We basically thought that the other person doesn't know the language, but ended up, yeah, the person know the language. Yeah, that's funny. Thank you, Retno. Okay, and now we'll move on to okay. Actually, there will be a slight changes in terms of the agenda. We will invite Wendy to give evaluation for Chu Feng's speech first before Wendy's speech later on. Yeah, because Chu Feng may need to leave after this, so we need to start the evaluation for Chu Feng first. Okay, so with that, just want to let the timer, Cherry, to take note on that, and we'll proceed with the evaluation for Chu Feng. And I will pass over the floor to Wendy. Wendy, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Pepe. Good evening, everyone. This is my first time being an evaluator. Okay. For Chu Feng's speech, I find that it's very well structured. There's a beginning, there's a body, and there's an end. And it was very well structured. Like every part there is a story and a story behind it. And I like that you emphasize on certain words, so there is vocal variety, and you make a good description of the things you want to explain, like super colorful, well formatted, and you have a continuation, like it doesn't break off, the story doesn't break off, so it's like you explain one part and then there is a continuation after that. And I like that you use the acronyms, the ABCs of analytics. Ask the right question, break it down, and communicate the story, and you explain each part quite well. It helps us to understand and learn more about what is analytics, even though we are not in that world of analytics. It gives us insight to it. And I like that you had good hand gestures. Throughout the speech, you make some gestures, hand gestures. And overall, you explained very well. It was a very good speech. I can understand it. And what I would suggest is to make your hand gestures more obvious to the audience online, and also you can have more stories to make it a more something more meaningful. But overall, it's a very good speech. That is all. Thank you. Over to you, KP.
Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, very consider a very good evaluation, despite you have just a short time frame to prepare for this evaluation. Thank you so much, and kudos to your first evaluation. Yeah. Okay. And right now, we will move on to the third speaker. So it's Wendy again. And I would like to call upon Mei Hong to read out the project purpose of Wendy's speech. So Mei Hong, over to you.
Thank you, Bebe. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify their primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of their style on the others. So Wendy Tan, my words, my responsibility. My words, my responsibility, Wendy Tan.
All right. Now I'll start it. Hi all. I doing the level 2 of the Toastmasters pathway of presentation mastery. And when I did the little quiz that they had, I found that I had 2 communication styles. One is direct and the other is supportive. And from the 2 descriptions, it seems to contradict each other. But I think it depends on the situations, on when I use a direct communication style, which means that everything is just tell you like directly, with no fluff or anything, and to get to the point. And for the more supportive one, it's like the opposite of it. And when I think about these communication styles and how it works in my daily life, I thought back of the incidents where I might have used the communication style where it's not in the right situation. For example, I have a hobby, which is in where I do martial arts, and that is the time where I speak to a lot of people compared to at work, because at work I mainly speak more to the computers than to people. And I found that some of the things I say is sometimes is very direct, as in when I am in the gym and I will suddenly describe the environment as this place is very chill, meaning that I think this place is not a like kill each other type of environment where you beat each other up and you don't build each other up. But for the people in the environment, they saw it as a offense and find that I insulted them in a way, but I never meant it at all. And I couldn't really understand why it's even an insult. So that's one of the example of my direct communication style. I'm still trying to learn from it because I'm not too sure on like why people think that way. And for the more supportive one, I would say when I partner with somebody, I generally would encourage them whenever they feel like they keep doing the technique wrong, the move wrong. I will always tell them you can do it, and then to just encourage them. And I'm not too sure why sometimes people would do the exact opposite. And also at work, I had a communication style where I'm more direct, in which I did not realize, like when I ask my colleague something, I would just ask for what I need. But what I didn't realize is they didn't like that I just asked them for what I need and then just thank you. That's all. They want me to talk to them like, hey, how are you? How's your day going? How was your trip? They want me to talk to them, like have a connection before actually asking each other anything about work-related matters, which is something really different from what I normally from how I normally talk to people, because I didn't know that until people say that to me and complain to me. I guess there are lots to learn about the communication style, and yeah, that is all. I don't really have much to say about it. Thank you.
I think I must say that communication it's really a lifelong learning where everyone would might be agree with me that it is one of the hardest skill to master in our life. I think yeah. That's why it's good that joining Toastmaster because this is like platform for us to learn about communication as well. Because every one of us comes from a diverse background. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, keep it going, Wendy. Thank you. Thank you for your speech. And next, I would will be Iwa's speech, and I would like to call upon June to read out the project purpose of Iwa's speech. So June, over to you.
Thank you, our TOE Pepe. Tonight, our next speaker is Eva Chin Chu Yin. The purpose of the project is for her to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring. And it is also for her to share some aspect of previous experience as a protege. Eva Chin, who can be our mentor? Who can be our mentor? Eva Chin. Your speech length is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. Before I start, can I crack a joke about my name first? So everyone, if you notice, my real name, Chin, actually is, a lot of people will call it Zhu and then Yin. Yeah, but actually the pronunciations is Z. You know the 慈济的慈. It's mean mindfulness and kind. So when I was small, everyone called me 有金有猪有银. So I'm damn rich when I was small. So thanks, Jun. Yeah. Back to the topics that I'm going to share today. Who can be our mentor? Because this pathway that I'm taking right now is at level 2. And level 2, as this topic is asked me to actually reflect back what actually have been done in my Toastmaster mentorship journey. So I asked myself a lot of questions. But today, instead of asking myself questions, I would like to ask a few questions back to the people who are here or our fellow Toastmaster member and friends. How many of you have a mentor? Someone who guides you or inspire you before? Maybe you put your hands up. Okay, everyone have it, right? And now, how many of you are currently mentoring someone? I mean, unofficially and also officially. Confirm June is doing it. How about the rest? Okay, the rest is all doing it. Happy to see that. Now, I actually thinking, so there are so many mentors in this room. So the topic is who can be our mentor? I believe that sometimes, right, even your friends can be your mentor, correct? Agree? Or your bosses, your superior, or someone who actually you never meet in person, out of a sudden, you get some inspiration from them, or you get some evaluation from them. Who knows, maybe you go to a Toastmaster Club meeting and out of a sudden you receive a feedback from someone. That person's also considering give you a mentor during that time. So when I first joined Toastmaster a year ago, I thought mentorship was simple. Maybe an experienced member guiding me, yeah, or maybe just a coach like coaching me, teaching me how to speak better, or use hand gesture, avoid saying aha, like that. But after a year, right, I look at everyone here. I learned that mentor can be anyone who helped me to grow, not just in skill, but also in spirit. What I say in spirit, for example, I will look at June. I take you, June, yeah, as my example. I will look at her and I will be inspired to be a HR leaders in the future because that's what I want in the future, to give back to society and to take care of all the stuff in a company. I have the privilege to have a meal with June 2 weeks ago. Is it 2 weeks ago? During Deepawali. Yeah. And I hear we talked to Cherry. Cherry is here as well. And when June was talking about how she want to help the company, it is very true inspired because she just joined the company for not long and she already started want to visit, asking about Cherry's company and things. So from there, I realized that wow, mentorship can be anywhere and it can be from spirits as well in a very different way. My first mentor I can say is Mei Hong. She was the one who guided me through how to use the pathway. She's here as well today. And she actually, I think she is a very patient person because she listened to my nervous rumbling and then she started to like, Eva, this is your first speech. Congratulations, everything. This is how Mei Hong's speech, like, very deep. Yeah. Xiao is laughing. Yeah. So she was like, Eva, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. I was like, whoa. But when the first times I see Mei Hong in person was in Goping. Yeah, took actually a long time for me to actually meet her in person. And since then, I decided to meet more people in person so that they feel they know what is happening and also a good time. And I want to say Anisha also is one of my mentor because she guided me when I become a VPM because I really don't know what to do. She really teach me everything, go meeting with me, and also we meet in person for twice. Despite she is from Singapore, she come here and she give me her time, and we talk a lot about life and things. So it's not just about Toastmasters. Sometimes the mentoring can be a person that share their story to you and you learn from them. Okay, I found out that why I'm attracted to Venus. It is because Venus is all female and they are so powerful and all with different story. Why am I sharing this? It's because there was a time I recruit a lot of people and I thought I'm going to get it. But to be honest, right, they're not. Yeah. June actually shared a good message to me. Eva, you need to recruit with quality, not quantity. And that really impacted me because all this while I thought I have to settle Toastmaster first so that I can focus my work. So I keep on doing a lot of xiaohongshu and things, but I forgot about the real purpose of why am I doing Toastmaster Club. So, as I mentioned, who can be your mentor? Everyone can be, because some taught me how to speak with confidence. Others taught me how to listen because you do a lot of iterations on me as well. And also give me a lot of kindness. I still remember when I have difficulties with my work and if DTMs come to me and say, you know what, you should see your value instead of thinking about your positions, your title. To be honest, right, my salary is actually quite good enough to actually to be a head of HR in another a smaller company. But why am I right keep on making myself uncomfortable with this title and things like that and make myself unhappy? So I want to let it go. And thanks to Toastmaster mentor, so many of you, it gives me a very good positive energy. And now I can understand better about myself. We don't choose our mentor, to be honest. Don't you think that they appear when they need them the most? That's the message that I want to share to everyone. So in Toastmaster, mentorship isn't just a title. I feel that Venus is a culture of care. Our Venus Toastmaster Club is a culture of care. And if you look around this room, right, we all are mentor and we all are still learning. Thank you. Back to you, TOE, Pepe.
Thank you, Eva. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Venus, really, women helping women, and everyone can be everyone's mentor. And yeah, I do get a lot of help from all of you as well. Yeah, very inspiring speech. Thank you, Eva. Okay, and okay, so now we'll move on to the last speaker of the night, which is Eliza. And I would like to call upon Xiao Zhen to read out the project purpose of Eliza's speech. Xiao Zhen, over to you.
Thank you, TOE Pepe. Good evening, Toastmaster member. Today I will be evaluating Eliza, the fifth speaker. So the purpose of her project is for Eliza to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech. Eliza, challenges in my daily life. Challenges in my daily life, Eliza. Over to you, Eliza.
Thank you, Xiao for the introduction. Yes, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Every day we face challenges, big or small, especially when juggling our career, personal life, and also whatever that comes to you on a daily basis. Who agrees with this statement? I believe so, everyone does. But I have learned something powerful along the way. Challenges aren't exactly obstacles. There are opportunities to grow stronger and wiser with each experience that we go through. Today, I want to persuade you that how I respond to daily challenges which have shaped who am I today and become just not as a professional, a mother, and as a person myself. And I will share here the 3 principles that I have used to guide me along, which is being resilient, setting boundaries, and also doing the right things. So Over the past 2 years, the company that I've been working with has gone through many obstacles and even downsizing our workforce as well. Looking back at it, I managed to work through all the restructuring of manpower, redesignation of a lot of being felt like being a ball being thrown everywhere around the companies, being reported to many other heads. It actually frustrates me. But at the end, I felt that it actually gave me a learning point as well, learning from different person and what value that they give me, which is what I take in as mentoring me as well to become my next level. But with the constant changes, and even with the department that I'm in, with workforce of 4 person and actually dwindle down to 1, which is myself at recently. And there are moments I question myself, why do I still stay on? Even I feel depressed, overwhelmed, looking at deadlines, meetings, endless follow-ups, which I miss family dinners, quiet moments to have with my family and sons, especially. But in those moments, I also reminded myself what I do, because I love creating experiences that brings people joy, especially when you see positive reviews online and getting a pat on the back whenever your superior sees that you have done a good job. Resilience I have learned is just not a it's about isn't just about surviving, but it's about finding purpose in the struggles and choosing to rise each time you stop, each time you fall. Next, being said, being passionate about work is rewarding, but I have learned to set a boundaries for myself. Passion can easily turn into a burnout, which I have recently been struggling with. I used to feel guilty for not checking in on my emails, even on the weekend, my annual leave, and all. But I realized that personal time and family times are equally important. When I reach home or during the weekend, I will switch off my work mode and also try to be present with my family, especially my son who is actually growing up by the minutes. Whenever there is a request coming in at, let's say, in the midnight after work hours, I will actually politely text a person back, let me reach back to you the following work days or at a stipulated timeline as if I'm away. And guess what? It works. Or I do redirect them to another contact as well, being trusting with whoever are the second person in line. And with that as well, I have also decided to leave this current career pathway and pursue other paths for the betterment of my mental health. By giving myself permission to walk away, to rest and rejuvenate, which will help me get back into my passions with a more clearer and calmer mind. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's an act of self-respect that helps us give our best when we truly need it. In both career and personal life, I've also faced moments where there are easy choice and right choice didn't align. For instances, there was a time or several times as well that I missed a certain project submission deadline for an artwork, for a costing approvals, but I did not shift the blame, but I choose to be honest and own up to it. Making a new plan with whoever is my team or the cross-functional team to realign on our purpose. And on a smaller scale, which is my son as well, when I promised him an ice cream because he did a good task for tidying up his play corner, I make sure I keep the promise and treat him to an ice cream whenever the next round we go. Because doing the right things, even in small ways, build something much bigger. Trust, characters, and peace of mind. Integrity might not bring instant rewards, but is what sustains true success. In conclusion, so everyone facing challenges in your own way, whether at work, at home, or in your heart, remember this. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. When things get tough, stay connected to your purpose, take a deep breath, and then rise again. Being resilient, set healthy boundaries, and do what's right. Thank you. Back to you, TOE.
Thank you, Eliza. Thank you for sharing with us about your recent challenges. It must not be easy. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest after this. And yeah, have a good break and come back stronger. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So now we'll move on to the break time. Should we have okay, because I think right now we are slightly running out of time. Maybe we can have like 2 minutes break if toilet break if some of you want to go for a break, okay? And perhaps we come back at 8:55 to start the evaluation session. Okay? So we'll see you all in 2 minutes time. Okay?
Wendy. Hi, Wendy.
Wait, someone call me?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Crystal.
hi.
Hey, quick check, which halfway are you doing for your evaluation, yeah?
My pathway is presentation mastery.
Okay, sorry, I mean which level 1 point is the last one, is it?
Yeah, the last one of level 1.
Last one on level 1. I think you give me the wrong evaluation form, my dear.
Evaluator.
Never mind, you give me later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Is everyone back? Eva is here or not? Eva, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. 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 Let me see. Okay. I think everyone should be back, except for Xiaozhen. I'm not so sure. But anyway, I think we can continue with the evaluation session. So we already completed the evaluation for Qufeng. So right now we will move on to the evaluation for Retinol. And yeah, I shall pass over the floor to you, Eva. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Okay, for retinol, what I found about retinols, right, is that every time she's very excellent in storytelling. If you have been heard from retinol, she will share her experience normally with a few stories. And today I hear 3 stories, especially the first one she talked about traveling alone to US and how US people taking care of her. And I love the way she smiled when she was talking to us, because she's giving a lot of we call it the emotional, very genuine feelings. And so that the person who listens to a story can really feel how she feel that time. So her topic was, don't judge a book by its cover. It's really resonate with me because it remind me of my own experience as well when I travel to China for work. Many people assume that I don't understand Mandarin just by looking at my passport, thinking that I'm a Malay. Yeah. So their experience actually can resonate to what Retno sharing. And she shared the story, we can see how she explained, because she's explained in details. Every time listens to a story, we can get a lot of her passion, her genuine message to everyone. And the message that I received today is, we shouldn't assume about people understanding our language or not. Why not we ask people what is their preference language? This is a very important thing so that we can respect everyone. So from my point of view, Retno is very good. So the storytelling is very authentic, engaging, emotional, powerfully. As a professional Toastmaster, I think she already demonstrated very good in the control of her voice as well. Even her expression, the hand gesture, everything, her pacing. I didn't see any problem with anything. Hence, I will not give any suggestion. Yeah, I decided not to give any suggestions. She did nothing to actually improve on. Hence, there will be the end of my evaluation. Hey, thank you. Over back to you, TOE.
Yeah.
Okay,
you, Eva.
Arno.
Thank you, Eva. Okay, and now we'll move on to the evaluation for Wendy, and I will call upon Mei Hong and pass over the floor to you. Yeah, Mei Hong, over to you.
Thank you, Joey Pepe. So first, I just want to say, Wendy, I really can relate your communication style about the direct and supportive. Because for me, previously, I'm using a very directive communication style, but now it's a little bit more towards the supportive. All right. So now I want to start with the 3 things that I really like about your speech, Wendy. First, you have done the purpose of the speech for today, which is your topic about your communication style, which I feel like you do it very well. You explain how you are direct and how you are supportive. And then through the direct, you give some situation in your martial arts, then how you be very direct in your martial arts situation, like you describe as chill, but people feel like you are helping them. Then that's you explain about your supportive, you give the explanation like when you are partnering with somebody, you encourage them, then you at work, you feel like you are a bit more direct. So the explanation, you let us understand more about what is your communication style. So we will know that how you do it in life, work and outside of your work. And that's one good thing that I really like is that you give something, it's like reflective, like the feedback from others, and you try to be better. Like people tell you you are very direct, then maybe they want small talk instead of just you direct asking what they want. So now you're learning to be a bit like, maybe we call it a little more friendly, not just asking people what they want straight. Maybe some people like it that way, and you are learning that. Yeah, this is a very good story that you are telling us. Second, I like about is your language. The word that is spoken is very clear and easy to understand. Even though you talk about how the martial artists, they didn't use any jargon word that they didn't understand. It's very nice, clear, and easy to understand. So the third thing is your comfort level. I feel like you are very comfortable and you're using pause in between. I didn't feel like the nervousness in your speech that make your speech actually quite smooth. So to make your speech smooth, I would like you to do these two things. First, you have a strong conclusion. Maybe you want to summarize again about your communication style, or maybe you want to give a strong call to action, like your communication, even though my communication style is direct, is some people feel not comfortable, maybe I can improve, or you also can improve, still got time to be reflective. Sometimes I need to bring everyone some knowledge, lesson about it. So next second is your eye contact. When you tend to look at one side. So maybe if you focus on the window, you can grab our attention more. So the three things I really like about your speech today, your talk, your language, and your comfort level. So the that I like you to improve is your summary and your eye contact. That's all. Thanks back to you. Ready?
Okay, thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel, for your constructive feedback on Wendy to take home to improve future speech. Okay.
And next, I would like to call upon June to give evaluation for Iwa's speech. June, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Pepe. Eva, your title, Who Can Be Our Mentor? You started with a big smile and you actually ignite us with the questions. You ask around the audience, who has mentor in Toastmasters? So by asking questions, you are actually catching people's attention. And at the same time, you also ensuring the audience understand what mentor in Toastmasters meant. I think you have done one stone kill two birds. Secondly, being a confident speaker as you appear very comfortable telling about your experience being a protege. That is also meeting the purpose of this project. You're not only quoting Mei Hong being your appointed mentor, you also quote along the way. There are many people in Venus, outside the Toastmasters, can be your mentor whenever you need it. They appear over the situation. So I wanted to call up when I hear about your story, remind me about my mentor in Toastmasters, who is Jin Fong. I have spoken about her in my speeches for also many times, but it does not cool down or lessen my enthusiastic about Toastmasters being a mentor. Well, for your speech, I would like to give you some suggestion so that you can take that as a recommendation or thoughts to enhance maybe in your future speech related to mentorship. Mei Hong being your mentor in this club, okay, I would suggest you relate more about your personal relationship from before you know nothing about Venus Toastmasters to your being appointed. She is like your angel in this journey. How she actually pour her time or invest in you being a newbie in the Toastmasters. Do you feel any obstacle or struggle, and how this mentor help you in this journey? And to challenge you, Eva, why is your call for action? Right? So you have delivered so much about mentorship in Toastmasters that you think it benefit in your personal or even professional. What is the next step? Will it be an encouragement message to all of us here venturing into or take up this mentorship? Because it's definitely in mentoring in Toastmasters, it's I would say it's a value added pathway that you can learn from the material, how you can utilize this in our day-to-day work. All right, in summary, You start with the questions, ensuring everyone understand about mentorship. You're confident, and my challenge to you is call for action and also go deep your relationship with Mei Hong. Thank you. Back to you, Pepe.
Thank you, June. Once again, very useful and yeah, constructive feedback for Eva to take home. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, and now we'll move on to the last evaluator for tonight, which is Xiaozhen. Xiaozhen to evaluate Eliza's speech. So Xiaozhen, over to you.
Thank you, TOE Pei. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. So tonight I will be evaluating Eliza's speech. So there is two things I like about Eliza's speech. So okay, let me start with what Eliza did particularly well. First, your speech very well structured, which you contain a strong opening, and then you also straight to the point in the body, the content of the body of your speech, and you also conclude with a summary. So this structure actually help us to follow your idea easily and also make your message more convincing. And then second, I really like that you use your personal story to make your speech to be convincing and persuasive and also authentic. And you spoke about the challenges that you face in your career and personal life, and you identify these challenges so that you will not be drawn by it, but instead you found your ways to overcome all these challenges. So thank you for sharing this vulnerability of you that which we can resonate with you emotionally. And lesson and then all these challenges that you overcome had helped us have given an idea to how to be resilient in life. And next, there are some areas that you can enhance it in future. So first, I found that in the second half of your speech, you start to read from the script. Yeah, I understand that preparation time sometimes is limited, but yeah, I hope that next time maybe with more practice and rehearsal, you will be able to deliver it without a script. And second, yeah, I also found that you use less physical gesture. So yeah, maybe next time you can try to have more hand gesture or more face expression. So to emphasize your point. All right. And next, I would like to challenge you in future. Maybe you can have more interaction with audience so that you can have more demonstrate more audience engagement. So to summarize, I think you have achieved the purpose of the project, which deliver a persuasive speech. Yeah, because the story of the speech is very well structured and emotional with emotional connection and also with personal story. So I think it's very convincing. And then yeah, maybe you would like to work on your your eye contact and physical gesture. And also, I would like to challenge you next time, more interactive with audience. So, yeah, that's all from me. Thank you for your speech today. Congratulations, Eliza. Thank you. Back to you, TOE Pepe.
Thank you, Xiaozhen. Yeah, for taking the courage to resume back the evaluation to be the evaluator. Yeah, well done. Okay, and right now, I think we'll move on to the timers report. But before that, right, maybe can us just take a group photo because I actually overlooked on this earlier on during the break time. So perhaps before we move on to the timers report, can everyone just on the video and take a group photo, please? Is everyone on already? Okay. 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 Hang on. What should I want to get on? Okay, okay. 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 I'll take the group photo. So everyone please look at the camera and I will take in 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay, one more. Crystal. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, and right now we'll move on to the last section for tonight, which is the Cherry to present the timers report. So I will pass over the floor to you, Cherry.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, can.
Okay, so the first speaker, Chufo, regarding for the preparatory is spent 7 minutes and above. Okay, the second speaker, Renault, is spent 6 minutes, 6.39 is actually within the timeline. Wendy is spent 6.32 is also within the timeline. Our third speaker, Iwa Chin, is spent 6.33 is within the timeline. The last speaker, Elisa, is spent 7 minutes and above, is not within the timeline. On the other hand, for evaluation sections, Wendy section is spent 3.05 is out of the time a bit. For the second elevator Iwachin is within the time 2.34. Mei Hong is out of the time 3.31. And the fourth evaluator is Junpei, 3.21 is out of the time. And the last one is Seldon, is 3.55, a bit out of the time. Thank you, everyone. This is my timer reports.
Yeah, thank you, Cherry. Yeah. Anyway, Cherry, just want to let you know as well, right? Actually, after because okay, for each of the prepared speech speakers, their time is 5 to 7 minutes, right? So usually when it reach 7 minutes, reach the time, they still have a 30 seconds to wrap up. So as long as they wrap up within the 30 seconds, it is considered still within the time. So in this case, I think for the prepared speeches, Chufeng should be
Still.
within the time and Eliza also should be within the time. Yeah. And when it comes to the evaluation session, so again, they will have 30 seconds to wrap up. So in this case, I think Wendy is also within the time, and same goes to June as well. Yeah. While Mei Hong is 1 second after the 30 seconds, and yeah, Xiaozhen is
Bagi chance lah. Aiya, 1 second. We are not
No
competition.
practice for competition.
Sorry,
31
Mei Hong.
seconds. Mei Hong want to
Yeah,
out.
that 1 second.
Aiyo. That's why we always need 2 timers. Ah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you everyone
Fantastic.
for
Okay, thank
sharing.
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
No
Thank you,
worries.
Cherry. Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you, and
Well
yeah,
done,
welcome for
Cherry. Well
being
Well
our
done.
done,
first
Cherry.
timer. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Well
Okay,
done.
so with that, I think we shall conclude for today's speech marathon, second speech marathon for this term, and thank you everyone for being so supportive and joining this speech marathon, and we'll see you all again next week, because next week is our first week of November. Yeah, first Tuesday. So we shall meet again next Tuesday. Good night.
Allow me to 3 minutes, ladies.
3 minutes. Okay, Krista needs
Okay,
3
I need
minutes.
air
Counting down the time, Crystal.
Not 30 seconds.
Timer.
Okay, 3 minutes. Quick one.
Mhm.
I need, since you guys are ladies are all practicing your speech and also evaluation. I hope you guys like how Eliza sent out, you all will participate in our club contest. So give support Eliza, our OC, for our club contest coming. She've already sent out the list. Please go and participate, have a good time at it while you're at it. Okay. So for Sherry, you do not know what is club competition, is where the best speech and the best evaluator, we have a showdown for the whole club. So for you, you can actually join only for evaluation, okay? Because for speech, you have to be level 2. Okay, the rest, I don't think that's a problem. Maybe Wendy, you as well can join as evaluator. All right. So the rest of the ladies, I believe you have completed your level 2. So all of you can join the international speech contest. All right, Eliza.
Wow,
Time for you.
luckily I become OC. Anyway, who not joining, please, I need
6
support.
December.
I
Now,
need
Mike,
role
the
player.
role player, don't worry, we can help you find. Most important is the participant.
Okay.
Support
Is this
Eliza.
online?
Support
Is this online
Eliza.
or what?
Online.
Huh? 6 December is Saturday lah. So
Yes.
online.
Yeah,
Oh, same
online.
8 ah.
8.
Okay. You block me lah. Okay.
The date. Save the date, please. Save in your
Okay, I'll
calendar.
join you.
Don't just save the date. Register yourself.
Have to scan the QR to register. Oh,
Yeah.
Reverse.
okay.
I'm a reserved. Yeah, reserved. So you all join. Yeah, and then.
Contest. Now I'm blocking my calendar now.
Wow. Good.
Okay.
Okay, support. Okay.
9:19.
Okay.
Support. Thank you very much. Arigato.
Okay.
Meho?
This one can only for our club, right?
Yeah, this one
Where?
is club
This is
level.
for our club. Yeah.
This is for our club. Okay. I'm back. Okay.
Mei Hong, please PM the me. I got things to pass to you.
Okay.
Your painting.
Okay. Okay, Crystal, can.
Terima kasih. So thank you
Terima kasih.
very much. Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Thanks,
Bye-bye,
Bye.
everyone.
So you will join those mentor, please join another link provided by Xiao Zhen.
Okay.
Can we
Okay, thank
stay on
you.
this link or the other link?
I got one news to break also. Please don't laugh, yeah. My Xiaohongshu died already.
Why die?
What happened?
Kena blocked by don't know for what reason. So I was like, Then I cannot log in anymore. So it exists there, but I personally cannot log in. Apparently, I have to upload what passport lah. Ask my friend already. Oh, my friend say you have to do verification. You have to make sure. So that off already. So I cannot open already. Okay lah. Time for focus back to to do recruitments as in friends lah. Yeah, like those really potential and friends lah. Go back to the old way.
But I think Xiaohongshu work lah. I think it's just how we approach it. And yeah.
But I got 2 new member lah that I now I chit chat lah. Yeah, so maybe next week they will come. That one is two that I really like pay a lot of the efforts lah. I asked them already. My first question: you joined Toastmaster before or not? Because I was like, kena right. Yeah, like join the room. Oh my god, it's so malu, no. So this round very clever. I say, 有 join 吗？有去过吗？有去过没有？有去过，要讲真话。I'm very naughty. Yeah. 你是不是点？不是才 join 啊。
Okay, we learn by doing.
Okay, the rest of you, if you can just follow up lah, the one that we assigned to you or see it works or not.
Oh,
If it not works,
yeah.
then I continue to find lah. Who knows? Maybe I
Okay.
should post on my Facebook this round. Maybe you can try. Yeah.
What is the next TOE? Pepe.
小珍
Oh, okay.
But is there any speech slot for next week?
I don't recall, but I think speech
Any role play you need?
role
小珍
player need definitely. Speech slot also got. Actually, I haven't really looked into that yet lah. But yeah,
if got you
me and
see
Xiaozhen will
can
reach
squeeze
out
me or not.
to.
But priority give to the new member first lah.
Even you can go in and see directly from the.
I don't know whether it's updated already or not.
Yeah, it's updated.
Ask lah since we are here.
We can stop the recording already.
Okay,
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta go
I
already.
need to exit.
Bye.